There.
Well, good morning, guys. Welcome to today's adventure. It's day, I don't know what, 9 days in the wild. As you know, I've been doing my trap course in the evenings and then during the day, and on a two-day break, we've been taking part in a massive adventures. Today I'm headed to the bushcraft shelter. We're gonna do a cook and we're gonna fix up our shelter. It's in badly needed amounts of repair. So we're gonna do that, cook up some food, and on the way, I'm gonna try to find some more food. Try to get myself a fresh grouse. They're in season. That's why I'm dressed up like a pumpkin. Love it. Let's see if we can't get some fresh meat. So you got the GoPro up on the noggin here, the GoPro, and we also got the Tacticam. That's a gun mount system. Been really loving the Tacticam because I get all the action and not have to worry too much about anything else. I just flick the camera on and you guys are getting first person perspective. So this is Jeremy's family's homestead, and Jeremy is talking about possibly taking it over, which should be an interesting situation. There's 160 acres here. It's mostly undeveloped, some field, and this would be a major opportunity for Jeremy to expand on his living off the land. So he's got a little food plot area up here, but it's all overgrown, not being used. His dad used to farm all this. He used to have cows, and they still have chickens. Whew, well, here we are. I managed to flush two birds, but neither one of them offered me a shot. They're super skittish in the bush here, in the near north. The far north, they like to sit a little bit more for you. I found the first one was kind of in an opening. I should have been able to spot it before it flushed, but I was looking the wrong way and it didn't let me get closer than about 25 yards, maybe 30 yards. And it's thick in here, right? You don't really know where to look. And the second one was in like a evergreen, a shrub business. And I actually walked past it and it flushed behind me, but it was thick evergreen shrubs. It was just ducking in there. Anyway, here we are. Here's the bushcraft shelter. You guys want to sleep in here? It's half torn down. I don't think we screwed up too badly on the construction of it. It's just we built it in the middle of the winter. And so what happened was a lot of the, all the snow melted underneath this side here, which shrank the wall down and destabilized it. And then that fell all over. And this side, like half the shelter's standing up straight. We lost our beams that were holding up the front poles here, and so this wall caved over as well. And I think that's just a leveling issue. So we have all the parts that we need. All we have to do is rearrange them. As you can see, half the roof is fine and the other half is completely caved in. So I can get out of my pumpkin clothes and we can start working. I think the idea is going to be to get a fire going straight away, and then when Jeremy shows up we can start cooking our lunch. Ouch! Might as well grab a bunch of it. If we don't use it right now, we can keep it for the next time. It's a chilly morning, so it's going to be actually nice to have a fire to cook. Do some bushcrafting. Nothing really broke, surprisingly, I guess, or maybe not surprisingly. Like everything's holding up. Probably it's a little bit more sagged back here than you would want. But we could add an extra bracing on the back. That back wall's holding a lot more than the front. Or maybe we just need a cross member back there. But it's holding up fine. We'll probably leave it till it becomes more of an issue. Why don't we try to shove it back?
Yeah, well, I was gonna shove it back while...
Okay, why don't we work our way from this side, Jerry?
Yep. Ready?
Yeah. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. Might make sense to throw them all up more than you want them and then push them back. It's pretty good there for the most part. It's going to be outpost for trap camp. Trap camp outpost?
Yeah,
yes?
We're gonna
no, yes.
Cook flesh.
Beavers?
Muskrat.
Yeah.
We can set a an aquatic funnel here.
For muskrat.
Yeah, maybe do some float sets.
For
There's
sure.
lots of different things to try, right?
Yeah.
We got so many plans.
Yeah, well that would be the idea, is if like we can set traps here in the pond. There's actually 2 ponds. We can duck hunt here. There's not quite enough water for that. Grouse, we can hair snare. There's a whole bunch of things we can do now, which has been opened up by doing the trap course. This is a 40-hour course. So we've been in class every night, except for 2 we had off, but we had a full weekend of practical where we actually skinned muskrat. Jerry and I teamed up on a raccoon, and the other boys did a beaver. There you go.
Looks good.
It's good. It's not level, but it's good. Just trying to get a more level front here so that the tarp doesn't want to sag and we get too many drips, and we get a nice overhang, so when we're sitting down on the bench here we have some overhead cover. And we already fixed that back wall. That went pretty easily. We got 1 wall left on this side. This one should go pretty easily as well. They just fell over from gravity, right, Jer?
Yep.
Not engineering issues, more environmental.
Yes. We should check the bear bait too.
Yes.
While we're grouse hunting. See if anything's been there.
I forgot about the bear bait. Bear bait's just around the corner.
Yeah, it's not far.
We want some coals, so we'll need a big enough fire to get a bed. And we don't have to fight everything. So like we want to clear a little bit of a trip hazard out here. It's just ridiculous. Like when we came and we cut everything, we have sticks. I mean, it's good to have sticks around, but we don't want them where you're kind of unsure of your footing all the time. So we can clean up like all the brush we have over here. It's from all of the stuff we cut in the winter. It'll be fine to leave it, but it's nice to have a decently looking camp where you're not, you know, looking at ugly things all the time. Like look at our stack of wood fell over too. And then we had a blanket that we left here to put down on the shelter to keep ourselves dry, and it's pretty much ruined because the roof fell off of it. So I mean, what can you do?
Rid of some of this brush.
Yeah, let's have a big brush fire.
Let's try and do them kind of in order.
Yeah, that one's
the last one.
That's the. I'm gonna get that one stuck. This one here. This one's tall.
Yeah.
We have some boards here for food prep. Oh, this is tippy. How come? Oh no, it fell down. Oh. What happened?
Need some repairs?
Yeah. Why is it so much? Why is it so wonky? It'll make no sense. So let's see if we can't fix that without making it worse. So if we just lift that up, to there, or maybe a little higher. That looks better. Might need a couple more nails in there, but it's looking pretty good. Jared brought some extra rope just in case we needed it. Which we might not need today, but we can use that to hang up a deer. We can get one. Maybe we'll throw it over here, out of the way. Spare rope. We've got a cooking rack here. All cleaned off now. And we got some extra boards here for cleaning game. It's always nice to keep it off the top rack there. Looks pretty good. There we go. So what you want me to do?
I'm gonna push up and you're just gonna pull the top straight. You're gonna leave the bottom where it is.
Okay. A little bit more?
More?
More. So there we go, we got our food prep station all set out. Most bushcrafters don't have a nice table like we do because they don't get lots of wild game like we do.
Are we bushcrafters?
Today we're bushcrafters.
Oh, okay.
We're hunters pretending to be bushcrafters today.
Alright.
So I thought I would point out one of the key differences. Jared's manhandling it himself. He's really keen on getting the pressure off the rope. So he's got these cross members out, which worked really well until the snow melted. Yeah. As is the theme of today. And the same on this side here. So that's meant to take all the pressure off the rope. You can see the rope here is slack. That's what you want. Now we can do a full tour. This is my bushcraft shelter. Tarp held up real good. Despite the massive slow load. There probably was a few feet of snow in there at one point. And probably the only thing left we have to do is jack this up so that it's level. The bed, I'm meaning. And you could fit a family in here.
Okay, you ready?
We oversized it.
Grab that birch piece.
Oh, you ready to go? Okay, let's do it. Do it on the fly. Just the one birch? Oh, Jared, not even ready. It wasn't even a 1, 2, 3 ready. 1, 2, 3. It did nothing.
It
was too small.
Alright, we'll figure it out.
We need a fatter one. It's closer. Probably one fat one from the pile. Well, just adding that little bit under here has made it pretty freaking close to level. It can always be more level. No, it can't be. Eventually it becomes 100% level. But this is livable. I like how this is high enough off the ground that you kind of have a good knee flex. Not too knee flexy, but knee flexy enough. I like this. And the fire's a perfect distance from the shelter here. Got a wall of wood packed up, stacked up, packed up. Jared's wrestling a big tree over here. Looks like he's trying to cut down a firewood tree because it's dead standing.
It was already a tree that had broken top on it, so I'm going to use it to fill in that back wall.
Oh.
Because it's a little bit of a bigger tree, right?
Ambitious.
Yeah.
Thought you were looking at firewood.
Yeah.
It's a dead top, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Not firewood. I guess wrong. He's going to try to fix the shelter up a little bit more. I might as well grab some sticks while we're here. I got to clean up all this brush still. So easy to make a fire here. Everything you pick up here. I like to clean up around the shelter. I'm one of those guys. I just feel like it's easier to walk around when you're not tripping over sticks all the time, especially places where you're going to be walking around a lot. Like over here, you want all those sticks sticking up where you're just not sure about your footing. I don't know. There's a limit though, because if you do too much, then you're just cleaning up the forest, which obviously makes no sense either. But it's nice to have good footfall spots and nice trails too. Like when we were here earlier on in the 9-day series, 9 days in the north, I actually fixed up this trail a little bit too. It's not perfect, but we need some snippers in here to be able to get all the way down to the water source. But you know, it's coming along, so you can probably expect us to come back out here once we're all ready for trap season and set traps and check them in the next day. Get rid of some of this brush back here. Ooh. There we go. And all this is used for cooking today. Get a nice bed of coal out of that.
Sure it is. Keep going.
If you hang on a second, you can probably shove it in here. Force equals mass times acceleration. Whoa! One more. Good, now I'm moving because I don't want this to fall on me. Probably one more. Here.
Ready?
Yeah. Well, those salmon are cooking up nicely. If you haven't watched that video, we actually, well, according to the authorities, they tried to nail us on like trespass. We got them from the Ganaraska River in Port Hope after they tried to, quote unquote, shut down the river. Although on a technicality, we managed to figure out how to get in there. It's a very popular video. It's resonating really well with the fishing community and to anybody who wants to exercise their civil disobedience against authority and the lockdowns that obviously we believe are unjust. I might have lost a few subscribers, but I definitely gained a lot in return because people are getting tired of the stuff that's happening in relation to the pandemic. So I'm not going to encourage you to go break the law, but I'm encouraging you to be armed with your rights and push back a little bit where necessary. We're going to enjoy a nice meal out of it too. Fresh caught salmon, bushcraft style. Undercooking it sometimes better, to be honest. Keep the juiciness, and if it's fresh, you're not going to get sick. It's not like it's been sitting in the grocery for 3 weeks or 4 weeks before eating it. This stuff, we take real good care of it. Wow, that's hot. Oh, look at that. It's nice and fatty too. It's perfect. Dude, we never had so much color except for the other time on this trip. Why can't we find tomatoes and lettuce in the bush?
Is this the direction of our channels? We're just doing like all grocery add-ins and
maybe
beautify it?
What's wrong with doing catch and cook like that? Oh, salmon's so good.
Hurry up, I want my turn. I'm hungry.
Mmm. Delicious.
Yep, it turned out good.
Yeah.
It smells pretty good.
This is the way to go from now on.
Yeah.
We'll just bring stuff in. There's no rules against it.
No. It's just like we've eaten a lot of just wild food, and I think that's, you know, I don't know if we want to have a big long chat on camera, but I think it's more within people's reach to do stuff with grocery store food, and
yeah.
And then it's to like mix it. And then it's, if you want, you challenge yourself to go all wild.
Bushcraft shelter is put back together for our next adventure. So we're definitely going to come back out here, trap a beaver and eat it. I think that's the thing to do. Got the orange back on. I'm going to go for a walk, see if I can't drum up another grouse. Check out the bear stand. I think Jared's going to split ways because he's got some other obligations.
Yeah.
for today. So you're just gonna be with me. That's okay too, right? See you at the trap course?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
More trap coursing.
Yep.
2 more nights. Well, 1 more night really, and then the exam.
Yeah.
Apparently,
It's almost done now.
apparently we're all passed.
A week from now we'll be trappers.
Yeah. We're just gonna come up on the bear bait down over here and see if it's been disturbed. We put some in bait in the barrel probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago. So if the tire gets moved off, you know that a bear's been here. But obviously that's not the case. So there's a barrel under there, it's filled with food. And then you sit in the stand over there. And then when the bear comes up, you get a shot. That's obviously not going to happen. This stand's not active. For some reason, it's not a bear in the neighborhood right now. And I'll get back on the main trail, and there's a couple more trails we can hit on the way back. See if we can't still get a grouse today. We got him. Right there, boys and girls. Oh, we got ourselves a freaking roughy gousey. Whew. Love bird hunting. That's a mature one. It's got a full tail. Hopefully you guys got to see that on the Tacticam. Happy with that. And it was kind of funny because I put the gun up on my shoulder and I've got my backpack on there, so I didn't get a proper shoulder mount right away. So I had enough shot to put right where it counts on this guy. I probably flushed 7 birds. Well, I don't think I flushed 7 total. I think it was 7 of the same. I think it's probably maybe 5, maybe 4, and I just kept bumping them around. But I got 1 for my troubles. We'll load this up in the car for another adventure. We're gonna go back out probably tomorrow for grouse again. We haven't decided what we're doing. Jared's got about half a day and he's got some other obligations, so we can't make it a full day. So I'll end this video here because I gotta go to the trap course, and you guys know what about trap course. It's not that exciting, so I'll catch you on the next one. 9 days in the north. The series continues. We got at least 2 more hunts to go. Stick around.